Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today's video is an expansion from yesterday's video where I went on Omegle and asked people what they thought about the pride flag that I hung up. The video will be in the description if you want to watch that. This segment, though, is going to be from a soldier from the United States in which he talked about the Capitol building raid which happened on January 6th, healthcare for veterans in the US and how Donald Trump has made healthcare worse for the vast majority of Americans, especially minorities. This does unfortunately get cut out abruptly because my hard drive didn't have enough space to continue recording on. But yeah, aside from that, I hope you enjoyed the first 8 minutes of me and the former US soldier talking on Omegle. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing great, other than where I live.
Oh no, why? What's wrong with where you live?
Yeah, we're tearing ourselves apart.
Oh, you're talking about America as a whole. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Oh yeah, now I've seen that, the Capitol building and all that stuff.
yeah.
I've heard they put more security around every state's Capitol building now, which...
Oh, yeah, they're going to because now they're calling for riots at all of the state capitol buildings. So, and there's only 50 of them, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I mean, what was it? There was reports like off-duty police officers and that, wasn't there, at the Washington
Yeah,
one?
yeah, a lot of them, and I think that's what led to what happened is they started badging up. You know how they show each other their badges, and then
Yeah,
that's why it went the way it went because a lot of them were off-duty police officers. But they're starting to lose their jobs and they're getting caught and getting arrested and all that stuff. So.
yeah. I've seen that stuff. Hopefully they all get arrested. But,
Uh, yeah, most of them will. They got a reward now to turn somebody in.
ooh, how
They're offering
much?
like $5,000 to turn somebody in.
Only 5K for that. I mean
Yeah,
that's a lot of money,
if
but
it leads to their arrest, yeah.
that's fair enough.
But I mean, right now people need that 5K, so it's like I don't
Yeah,
care if you were there, I'm turning your ass in.
yeah.
I don't care who they are, I'm turning them in. I
Yeah.
was pissed that day because they breached the Capitol. I will not lie to you. I was pissed off that day. I was not doing well with it because I'm ex-military, and I couldn't imagine letting people do that to a government building and just standing there and taking selfies with them, which that guy got fired,
Yeah.
or leading him on a tour of the Capitol. Like your freaking job is to lead them on a tour of the Capitol
Yeah.
instead of stopping them from doing what they're doing.
It was like,
Um,
yeah, it was horrible. It was horrible. It's like, isn't it like, I can't remember history well. It was like 200 years ago, wasn't it? The last time the Capitol building got raided. Now it's by
uh,
us. That's
it was
by...
1956 was the last time it was raided, and it was by Puerto Ricans.
Oh, was it?
And that's why you're no longer allowed to bring guns into the Capitol anymore.
Oh,
Because in 1956 the Puerto Ricans raided it and they were fighting for something. I didn't even read the whole article. I just know in 1956 Puerto Ricans. But yeah, it's been uh, since a foreign body has taken over the Capitol. It's been
yeah.
back in the day when they burnt it down. The original Capitol got burnt down to the ground by the British. Um,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, that's what I was on about. Yeah, that by us filthy Brits.
yeah, it got burnt down by the British. Um,
Yeah,
but they just put it somewhere else.
yeah, that's fair.
There were talks to move it to the middle of the United States for its protection, which would have put it closer to me, which I'm glad they didn't.
Oh yeah, gosh.
Um,
Yeah. But it looked like a whole war happened in the Capitol building that day.
yeah,
The 6th of January. Yeah, it that was actually insane how that happened. I don't get I don't get how they got close to the Capitol building. It's
yeah. It was leadership in all those departments that didn't do what they were supposed to do should be emptied out. They should fire leadership in those departments that
oh
didn't
yeah,
do like they called to request the National Guard and they said no. Now National Guard is like each state has a National Guard. Like they had their own militia as it was that we fought you guys with. That's how they
yeah,
won the war with you guys is they used militias. They were people that lived in the state that fought in that state that knew that state that's what they tried to activate to protect the capital and the Department of Defense said no
yeah,
several times. One of the senators got on the phone and called his leader of his state and said to dispatch the National Guard from their state, which is nearby, and that's when the DC National Guard got dispensed. So it
yeah,
wasn't until another state had agreed to send in troops into the capital that they dispatched the capital's National Guard.
yeah. That's insane. 'Cause I mean, like they were quick to get the National Guard out for the preschool process, for the peaceful protesters with Black Lives Matter. And then, hey, you raid a government building. Who cares?
The funny thing is back in June, Trump passed a law that if you damage government property like that, you get 10 years in prison automatically.
Yeah.
I don't think any of the protesters have been charged under it yet, but we hope to start seeing them charged under that law because he did it because of the Black Lives Matter protest, but it's actually going to end up affecting his supporters more than any of them.
It'd probably be best if they did it after Trump, was out of office and Biden was in.
Yeah, they filed the articles of impeachment today, and the rumor is that they do have enough votes to impeach him this time. They didn't last time because he threatened everybody, and he threatened people again this time, but it won't work.
Oh yeah, I've heard like so many Republicans hate him now.
Yeah, they should, after what happened on the 6th, they should have no problem getting a 2/3 majority to kick him out. And the reason is, people are like, oh, he's got like 9 days left. Why would you kick him out? Because once he's removed from office, he can no longer hold public government, federal office again. Yeah. He can't run for any of the House of Representatives. He can't run for our Senate. He can't run for, any federal job position ever again if he gets impeached.
Yeah. I mean, gosh, I don't understand how he was ever president though. Because his approval ratings never went above 50, did they?
No, and it doesn't. The country's divided, but what he did was he gave people that normally don't have a voice. The idiots in our country. He gave them a voice. He basically said it was okay to be a racist. It was okay to hate people. It was okay to hate immigrants, to hate gays and lesbians and bisexuals and transgender. It was okay to publicly hate these people. Yeah, so these people that are like that just were attached to that. They're like, oh, I can hate these people out in public. The racism in the last 4 years has increased in this country so bad that the assault on gays, lesbians, bisexual, and transgender has just increased. Yeah. It just overall, it allowed them to be the idiots they wanted to be in public and not think anything was wrong with it because, oh, the president said it's okay.
Yeah, I forgot if they fully blocked it now, but I remember they tried to reverse legalizing gay marriage, didn't they? Like a little while ago.
All the states were suing to not have to legalize it. And what happens is when they do that, it goes up to the highest court that we have, and that's when the highest court made a ruling on it and basically said, this is legal now. Shut up. And that's what they told them, and now it's legal nationwide, and they can't do anything about it.
Yeah, and there was also, Trump tried to put a thing in place to prevent transgender people from getting the hormones and that, didn't he? Or something like that.
He kicked them out of the military for one.
Oh yeah, he did definitely.
Kicked them out of the military, and some of them were getting treatment while they were in the military, and he kicked them out, and they lost access to their benefits.
Yeah, that was so stupid.
Yeah, we all thought it was too. Yeah. But he has this base of people that hate. Well, I used to say that if you want to know a Trump supporter, just ask them who they hate, and you'll find a Trump supporter real easy. I've since changed it to all you have to do is ask them what they're afraid of. Because if you hey, what are you afraid of? And they're like, oh, illegal immigrants. I'm afraid they're going to rape my kid and take over my job and whatever they say, which I've heard all those, believe me. Yeah. But that's what they've been fed, this narrative that illegal immigrants are evil and terrorists, basically, is what they've been fed.
Yeah, and the UK as well. Yeah.
And then you ask them, you say, have you ever met an illegal immigrant? And they'll go, no. So you hate these people you've never met. Or they're just outright racist and you're like, oh, I hate black people. Because they can do that now, apparently, in our country.